I'm your host, Pat the Rock, along with my co-commentator, Chaos.
Hello, Pat. Nice to see you again. It was nice
Yes.
having this 2 week break for Thanksgiving, but now we're back at LOD. Yeah, it's pretty exciting to have this race. You know, F2, they're pretty hard cars to drive, and turn one's gonna be a mess, but we'll see.
Exactly. But we do have some debuts today, isn't that right, Chaos?
It is. We have 2 new drivers. At least the driver that we have in the lobby right now, it's our Mr. Buckets. Who he's pretty clean and nice to talk to, and we also have Icky, who is not here yet, and we are waiting for him. Hopefully he joins soon. But yeah, pretty exciting to see how they fare for today's race.
He just said that Icky will be there for the race, so we will get going here.
Yeah, it's already 1:25. Need to get going.
And just for everyone watching, there's a note about F1. It's been delayed till 3:15 Eastern, so not our usual 3 o'clock time. It was delayed due to the quality of the real Formula 1 taking place at Bahrain today with a noon qualifying time on the East Coast. So, and here we go for our one lap. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Apologies.
Ooh, I don't have any games. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at this. Wanking P1 so far.
Look at that. Apologies to my viewers. I was accidentally selected on Ferrari, but now we're back to Mr. Bucket.
When the line goes back up to P1, Crispy and P2. Now run hard as usual, P1.
Oh, and Bucket spins and goes right into the wall in the second chicane.
That's a shame for him. Hopefully he can do a major comeback. Ronhar and P14. What happened to Ronhar? I'm going board with them.
Whoa, Ronhar must have spun.
Either that or like everybody's so tired.
Invalidated for Ronhar. He invalidated.
That's right.
But we have to watch out for turn 1 always. So let's see who's been disqualified. Spittles, Crispy, Ronhar, and Ferrari. Not good for them. But let's look at the top 3. We got ARS Elaine, Wang King 21, and CTR Flowery P. We should have a good race. Someone just joined. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Even though it is medium soft, someone's going to bring that up. But it should be the case where Wang King should be able to get by a little easier, quicker. Oh, and Loso Noso is just disqualified.
They reminded to
It's not
reviewers.
the race disqualification.
No, it's just the qualification lap.
Oh, no, I'll just bring that up as well.
A reminder to reviewers that there are some like tricky rules for F2, which one of them is like you can't pit during the VSC. Like, I mean, you can pit during the
You
VSC.
can, but it won't count as that one mandatory pit stop.
Exactly. You will have to at the end pit for another tire compound to actually go over that rule. And
Oh,
I'll let you have it, Pat.
all right. I don't see lights for some reason. Oh, there we go. And the lights are coming on now for the 15 laps here to feature race in Monza. Lights out and away we go. We don't have a glitch this time, which is a miracle as the car's getting off of a start. Let's see what we got here.
Ferrari got a good
Car's
start.
moving up and down. Wang falls down.
Ferrari had a
what
better
happens in
start
turn
than Ronhar
one.
and Crispy.
As we run through turn 1, everything's looking kind of nice.
Oh,
People are
pretty
going a little
clean.
deep. There's a little bit of contact, but overall, pretty clean.
Oh, Mr. Buckets
Oh,
spins.
someone just went off.
Mr.
Oh
Buckets
my
won.
god, cars everywhere. It's Mr. Bucket. and
Oh, Ben
I
Spittles
think
is
he's
spinning as
missing-
well.
Spittles. Spittles there spinning as well. What is happening? Oh, what we got? We got a glitch. A VSC after turn 1. Andre has a 5-second time penalty. Ron a 5-second time penalty.
And Ronhar got some damage as well. It was the drivers who are trying. I was on board with almost everybody, and there were people overtaking in the chicane as soon as the VAC came out. So that's why everybody hit on the brakes.
So that's why we have those 5-second time penalties.
Yeah. Ooh, Ronhar,
Oh, we got a
Ronhar.
yellow flag.
Ronhar crashed.
Ronhar is out of the race
Do we have a safety
early,
car?
and it is a VSC again, our second VSC of the day.
Whoa, it
Wow.
was-
Our championship leader will not win the championship today. It'll be moved to our next race next week at Russia where you can win. But I don't even know what happened.
Oh, now it's fixed for me. Now Aiden's back in P14. So, so this is pretty tricky. Do we have a safety car?
We have a VSC.
Gotcha.
So we're probably about to go green here in a moment or two. And, of course, we might go green coming into turn 1 with our leaders.
So they gotta be careful with the delta times here.
Yeah, well, gotta watch the delta.
Oh, Flurry catching up to
We're
line.
entering
Oh no, there's
lap
still a
3
delta.
now. Our drivers are a little... Oh,
Flurry
the
with the-
drive-through penalty.
Yes,
And he gets
and
a 3-second time penalty.
that's very,
Race
very
control is hitting us
unfortunate.
with all these penalties. And there are penalties all over the place now. Wang has DRS coming into the Ascari chicane as Mr. Bucket sets the fastest time at 32.8.
He's on the softs. I think he pitted for another softs if you actually have the chance to change for softs. Let me check the director.
Wang King is right behind Upstage coming to Parabolica. It's 2/10 the gap, and Wang King will get DRS coming down the main straight. So let's see what we have here.
So
As
interesting.
Wang King's gonna go a little bit wide.
So interesting
Lane's at the
enough,
fastest.
Mr. Bucket will have to pit again, and probably the strategy he's doing right now, he's
Oh.
hoping for a safety car because he pitted for a second pair of softs.
Oh wow. All right, coming to the first chicane. Wang is just losing time to Upstage. But Wang gets an
Ooh.
amazing exit compared to Upstage. He closes that gap from 7/10 to a 10th. It's less.
Crispy just overtaken
Can
Mexican
Wang
grub,
possibly...
the first chicane.
Can Wang make a move here for P2 coming to the second chicane? Can he outbrake him as Wang sets the fastest sector 1? There's maybe a slight touch. And Wang's gonna lose out on the position, but he's right there with him. Most likely will get DRS unless there's a mistake.
Now we have the both
So
teammates
as-
for Trident, P6 and P5. Let's see if Wang King actually lets Crispy
Oh.
go. Crispy does have damage, so he didn't pit.
Yep.
So far, I mean, he still had good space.
But
Good
Wang
pace.
with DRS coming into the Scar chicane. He's closing that gap to a 10th. He's gonna try and make a move down the inside.
Ooh, he
He'll
breaks
back
it.
out.
I don't know how you can be so brave and break that late and then don't manage to understeer
I don't
into
know.
that driver, man. That's pretty impressive.
That was a great move. But he lost some time, but he's gaining it back. Down the straight without DRS, but he'll get DRS coming down the main straight again. This is some great racing by Wang King and Upstage. It's very exciting, I have to say.
And this is only helping Align even more. And as he
Aligned
sets
with
another
the
fast lap,
31-3, and Wang King's gonna go to the pits. So let's find something else to watch.
oh,
Let's look at Mexican Grub and ART Pob as the gap is 3/10 and closing fast. Oh,
Mexican's
never
pitting.
mind, pit lane.
it's time for the
Pit
drivers to
lane.
pit.
Oh yeah.
So if I were Ferrari, I would let him go. I mean, Crispy is having some hard time to catch him up due to the front wing damage, but we'll see, Pat. We'll see.
We'll see what happens, but Crispy's gonna get DRS here. Ferrari trying to break a draft, but he can't stop Crispy catching up. It won't be down here, but maybe down the back straight here.
Oh.
We could see an overtake. Or maybe into
Ooh.
Parabolica. Ferrari drifted a little bit there. But let's see what Crispy can do. He's closing the gap down to 2/10, maybe down to a 10th.
Ooh.
Into Parabolica we go. Will we have an overtake?
Align
We
with the
will.
fast lap.
Oh! He's going to go around the outside Ferrari, but Crispy gets a position. There's the overtake, and we have yellow flags.
Okay, Ferrari's pitting.
Rub and Bucket.
Oh,
I
Option's
don't know what
pitted as well.
happened there.
Oh, what? Oh, he's a mediums, right? I didn't see that. Okay. Will be interesting.
Oh, but hold on. Wang King, right next to Upstage. Coming to second chicane. He's going to
Ooh.
try the inside line.
Oh my god, that's...
They don't touch.
My god, Wang King leaves a lot of space. Very impressive. That's very hard
Wang
to
King
do.
and Upstage, this has been the feature. Pretty much the match between two drivers is the feature because they're just fighting and fighting this whole race.
To leave space like that coming out of a chicane, it's hard to do. Like when I drive these
But
F2 cars, they're so
DRS.
heavy.
Oh, he's gonna go down. He's gonna be on the
Go on board with
outside
that,
coming into the star
upstage.
chicane.
Ooh.
And oh,
just on the
side by
outside.
side.
Oh.
And Upstage is gonna get the position back. That was risky going side by side through Ascari.
Okay, Crispy is
Not something
pitting
you see all the time.
for front wing change, and that puts Trolls in P2.
Oh, but let's see where that puts, that may help Upstage and Wang out. Let's watch, Crispy as he's gonna be leaving the pits here as Bucket gets a 3-second time penalty. But where's Wang King? Wang King gets the position.
And here's the thing though, Align hasn't pitted. He'll probably go for one more lap.
Down
What
the
happened?
outside through the first chicane. For Wang King and Upstage.
Still
Will
at
Wang
it.
King get it? Oh!
Who has better traction here?
I think Wang King has the better line, but
Side by
I
side
think
still.
Upstage with... Oh my god, down the inside is Upstage. What will we have? Starting to look more like Leclerc and Hamilton from last year in
Going to
F1.
chicane.
And Upstage will get the position from Wang King. But Wang King had the better exit. While Upstage, Wang King lost it there, but I think Upstage sacrificed his exit just to get the position for now.
Align is pitting. Align is pitting.
Not bad.
We'll see what Trolls
Line
is.
is coming in, our race leader. We're gonna see where we're gonna follow a line here because
No.
we want to see where he comes out.
Ben Spittle penalizes in P3. 3 seconds for Ben Spittles. But we'll see what Trolls does here. Does he pit or does he stay out? And he stays out. Why did you jump him? And he will jump him.
But let's see where he comes out because I think he may get out before Spittles gets to him. No, Spittles is gonna pass him by.
So, Trolls and Spittles are actually, and Flurry, the only drivers yet to pit.
Alright. So, Elaine comes out on the better tire for the rest of the race. He has run 6, 7 laps? I think 7 on those softs, which they can do.
They'll
7 laps.
definitely go to the last of the end of the
By
race.
the end, probably coming out of Parabolica, they're going to be pretty dead. What will the gap be? It's about
Wanking.
10th.
Going with Wanking.
Will he,
On the inside. What?
Upstage should hit the brakes a little bit. You just let Wayne King go.
He's trying to hunt them down for the next straight.
Oh, I know what he was doing. He won DRS on him to try to get ahead. As Flowery speeds into the pit lane as Wing and Upstage go to 4 and 5.
And it's gonna be a psychological game because you're gonna keep going back and forth into the last lap, and it's going to be, alright, if I do this,
Alright.
do I know if I get the chance to have DRS on the last lap to
Crispy with
overtake
the
him?
fastest lap. Crispy's not one we've talked about much in this race, and there he is with the fastest lap of a 130.
With the medium tire. Well, we'll see. Lap is yet to finish his first lap with those soft tires.
So we're gonna go back to a saying that we've said so many times, Chaos, you and me commentating this race. Elaine, he's up 14 seconds. He's not the one we usually talk about, but it's his race to lose at this point. He's up by 14 and extending the gap.
Ooh, I don't know, man, Pat. Oh, what happened? Something happened to Align. Align spun.
Elaine, speak!
Yeah, from
We
wing damage.
just talked about him, and he has wing damage, and Upstage and Wing are coming up fast.
And Mr. Bucket retires.
Bucket
from the
retires.
Ascari chicane are coming out of it. What happened to Align here?
I believe he crashed. Oh, what we got?
Safety car? What's this?
VSC.
VSC.
Our third VSC. And this may be Elaine's saving grace to try to extend it a little bit because I'm sure Upstage and Wang slammed on the brakes a little bit.
This is unbelievable. Like, Align spun out of the Lesmos. I saw a car and that I was like, that can be Align. And I go to his
Wow.
board and like, oh, he is. He's on ghosting and looking at it. He has front
We
wing
just
damage.
talked about him, and he made a huge mistake.
He had a gap like of one pit stop, and now
He had
only...
a 15-second gap to the car behind. Not enough for a pit stop, but enough that he can hold on.
Only 3
But now
seconds
mistake.
behind.
Is he? Are we
ahead
gonna
of-
see him come into the pits?
No, I don't think so.
Oh no! I think he's gonna try to hold out, but with that wing damage there, it's on that right side. I think it's the right panel that's missing.
If anything, we don't know yet because we don't have wing racing yet. But let's see how Align races with that front wing damage. Oh,
Oh,
Charles with
12's
the
a drive-through penalty.
Not good for him. And P8, as you were saying, he
No.
will get pole position in the sprint race, but
He
no.
would've.
Oh, that's not
Now
good.
it could be Spittles. It could be Andre.
And Andre has been in the pole position for the sprint before, so we'll see how that goes again. And at this point, it's just between Upstage and Wanking to help each other out.
Oh, Wing! around the outside, and he's
Oh.
gonna get the spot. Upstage just is not close enough to fight for it.
I think
But Upstage, if he can hang around, he'll
Yes.
be able to get
DRS.
that DRS down the main straight, which is huge coming to the first chicane.
I think it would be smart to just stay in that position or be quick enough to stay behind him and put the pressure one to force him to make a mistake and just stay behind him and get the DRS and just push onto the last lap.
What they could also be pushing each other to try to close that gap because
To a
they are
line.
closing it down to a line. So maybe they could push to maybe get a 1-2. I know they're on opposite teams, but it's not bad to work
Ooh,
together to get a
Upstage.
good spot. As Upstage is not really thinking about that as he sends it.
Contact,
And
there's contact
gets
between
position,
them.
but he lets Wang get by, which I think that was the like, I bumps you, I'm gonna let you by, I don't want to get a penalty.
So it's Pablo and Crispy very close to each other. I think it was Crispy who overtook Pablo.
Oh, Upstage with a terrible exit out of the second chicane, and Wang is just pulling away now. Ooh, I feel like Ferrari could be able to keep that, and maybe Crispy can move up to the
yes,
P5.
that's gonna be a good. It's gonna be a good race for Prema.
Again.
And
This is, I must say, this is a very good race by Ferrari. We haven't talked about him too much, but I've watching the where everyone is. He's been up there
yeah,
quite a bit.
yeah, I was on board with him most of the time for the beginning of the race. He did get a good start. Had no contact between anybody. I mean, so far in merit, that's pretty good. And it's gonna be a good
That's
race.
a great race for Ferrari.
For Trident as well.
Oh yeah, getting some nice points for trying, which is
Ooh.
good. But the problem is Prima is in the top 3, so that could be foiled. But if the, I'll even where's the next Prima driver? P5 at 8. And
Ooh.
he's gonna have big penalties. So with trying with that,
Well, fight
they are
between
in a
Los
decent
Anoso
spot.
and Mexican Grub. It's the fight at the
but
back.
Upstage is still too far back. Upstage is falling back a little bit in that second sector.
No, for the
compared to
time
Wang.
penalty.
Ferrari gets a time penalty, and that he's about, let's see, he's
5 seconds
5
behind
seconds ahead
Crispy.
of Crispy,
Yeah,
so
ahead of me. Yeah.
he should be able to keep that because we are entering the final lap now, as ARS Lane has a 5-second lead over Wang, not a penalty, a lead, and Upstage has DRS, but he's over a second behind Wang, as Wang 8 is disqualified. That is
For the
What?
compounds, maybe he pitted
Wow.
for during the VSC.
I think he put it under VSC. But that is huge for trying, as they are now 4 and 5. And they only have Prima with Upstage and P3.
And I think everybody else is safe because otherwise they would have pitted. Oh my God,
Right.
we're at the last lap, Pat.
We are at the, but this is the only feature. We got one more race to go. This ain't over. Trident could have a huge day. Maybe they can get, if they can get people on the podium for the sprint, this could be the biggest day Trident could ever have.
Very so
In
like
this
the whole
season.
race, most clean racing, good fight between Upstage and Wanking. I would definitely put it one of the best fights of the whole F2
God.
season.
I think this is one of the greatest fights of the season. They've
Yeah.
been fighting the whole race until like, I think 1 or 2 laps ago.
And we've seen this before with Belgium. Like Upstage has been
Right.
not only fighting Wanking but also fighting Pluto. It's a shame that we
Wait
don't
a
have
minute.
Pluto here.
I just realized, isn't this Wayne King's first podium in
feel-
F2 for RWE?
I believe so. I'm not sure.
We've interviewed him one time as ARS Align wins the feature race here at Monza.
Good job
I believe
for
this is
Align.
Wayne King's first podium,
And Wanking
and
and
Upstage will get P3. And Ferrari celebrating for P4. Well done for Ferrari, as Crispy will come home P5. Chaos, if you can invite that top 3, please.
It's a very, very good race for top 3. For Crispy as well.
Pablo
starting at the
gets a
back.
5-second. Alright, invite that top 3 so we can get quick interviews in before the sprint.
So who
And
are
this
the
has
top
been an
3?
interesting. It's Align, Wanking, and Upstage.
See Wanking. Where is he? There he is.
In second.
I was looking at my friends list. That took long.
Oh.
Alright, Upstage, make sure you include your audio, please.
All right, guys, include your audio real quick. So we get a
Wanking.
quick interview in.
Include your audio,
Wanking,
please.
include your audio real quick.
I don't think Align will be here.
All right, so let's go to. I want to talk to both Wanking and Upstage here real quick because you guys, that was a very fun to watch. You guys fight pretty much that whole race, besides maybe like the final lap or so. That was very exciting.
Yeah,
A bit of a squabble.
yeah,
Like
we were fighting the
wanking,
entire time.
wanking was quicker than me, so it was just about me just defending for my life, honestly.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah,
Every
you
time
were-
I saw.
He was really good at defending. He knew every single corner. I just couldn't get past him, and I was like, "Oh, what the hell?"
yeah, I mean, like, I think my proudest defending move was when I went like you actually overtook me in Ascari, and then I went around the outside of the second part of Ascari to get the inside for the third part. I think that was my proudest defending moment in that race.
Yeah, I kind of backed off because I knew that wasn't gonna go good around the last corner of the Scary, and I was just like, "No, it's not gonna happen."
No.
I knew I could just do
I
it
honestly-
sometime else.
I think that might have been the greatest moment of the stream, just seeing you guys go side by side through Ascari. That was amazing to watch.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Well,
that was scary.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
But Wanking, isn't that your first podium in F2?
Yes, that is my first podium, and I'm happy
Well,
about it
congratulations, sir.
because I've only had 4 points this entire season.
You got more than 4 now.
Yeah.
Slightly.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Well, good job, guys, and we'll see you in the sprint race here in a minute or so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So good luck. But we had 3 VSEs. There was. All right, I'm telling you right now, put in that Ascari side by side. I mean, there's gonna be some parts where like they fell back. Oh, yellow flags. All right, lights are coming on now. And let's see what happens here. Lights out, and away we go. No glitch. It's a great day. As Mr. Bucket somehow is in the lead, but people are going all over the place. There's blue flags. Oh! Ferrari going wide and spinning a little bit, but comes back, loses some places. But besides that, there's no major incidents. Yep. Oh! Ronhar! It's Ronhar. No, he just went deep. Oh, he just got hit! Bucket's out. Ronhar is off track. No. I don't even... Sadly, we don't have replays with this, but I feel like Ronhar got hit. Spittles. I don't think there'd be many incident reports from feature, but sprint, I feel like there's gonna be a few. After what we saw. Yep. There's been some messages in general chat on our Discord about some incidents about apologizing and everything. So Aiden, oh, we got a big fight for 9th. We got Loso Noso in 9th, Flowery and Aiden, and Ronhar. Ronhar finally got past Andre, but a 4-horse race for 9th. Oh, there might be a bump. I think Aiden might have bumped Flowery. Ronhar! Oh my god, we're bumping. We are really bumping. And Flowery just really bumped Ronhar, tried to get him out of the way to try to get the position. Oh, a line takes over, gets into the podium positions, taking over for Pablo in P3. But he's got Lowry, Andre behind. Losano's a little farther back, but could have a chance if he get catch up. Will Flowery try to send it here on Aiden? No, he's going to hold off. But Andre's like, I'm not waiting around. He's going to bump Flowery. Flowery gets damage from this. And Andre just pushes Flowery out of the way and moves into 11th. I didn't see anything. Ron Har with the fastest lap. Oh, someone spun! It's Ben Spittles! Crispy's in the lead with a 3.6 gap. Oh my god, he has no wing. He's coming back on track, nearly bumping Ferrari. Ron Har is now in 5th. Ron Har moves to 5th. Ferrari's fighting with Pablo for the podium positions. A man behind Pablo who could change everything is our good man, our championship leader, FRA Ron Har. I believe he'll get the position, and he will. But now, the interesting thing, I don't think we've ever seen Ron Hart and Ferrari have a chance where they have to compete for a spot. I think this will be a first. And I'm interested as there's yellow flags. Mexican Grub, I believe, spun again. He did. As we go back to Ron Hart now, coming out of Parabolica. I don't know if he has DRS. I think he does. He does. 4/10 is the gap. 3. We'll get to 2. Will he try to send it? No, he's going to hold off for now, but let's see how he does through the first chicane. Oh, he gets a better exit. Great traction, gets a better line. He's got to go around the outside, around this long right-hand corner. And Ron Hart gets it. Side by side, still a little bit. There was a little bump. But Ron Hart is onto the podium. What a day for Ron Hart after a terrible feature race. Comes back into the sprint and says, you know what? It's my podium. With 3 laps to go, about to be 2. Oh, not now. As you say, that's closing. Not by much, but still closing. Let's see. Flurry does have DRS. As the line gets a 3-second time penalty, so now it's Crispy and line equal. But now the question is, can Ron Hart close in? I don't know if he can close down 6 seconds. 6 seconds and 2 laps. I don't think so, but crazier things have happened. Ron Hart. Oh, never mind. Not happening now. Ferrari's now in a chance for his first ever podium. We may have two first ever podiums in this race. Well, this weekend, technically. This may be candidate for race of the year, as Ferrari does not get a great exit out of the second chicane as he went over that little orange curve, as he now is behind by 3 seconds. And I think Ron Hart has pace, so we may not have Ferrari. It is very exciting. I can't complain. Ferrari gets a penalty, and that does it for him. As of right now, it will be, as we enter the final lap, should be right now, Crispy, Align, and Ron Hart on our podium. Flowery is right behind Andre here. not going to get points, but this may be a chance for Flower to get a little more pride in gaining a position or getting closer to that front. The DRS is wide open. Right. It's not for points, but right now it's for pride. And maybe to show people that he has what it takes to make nice overtakes. Because even though it's only the top 2 get in, or top 1 or top 2, you can still show people. Well, 12s is right behind Upstage. We may have another battle with Upstage in it. Well, it's gonna be what it's gonna be as Mexican Grub and Wayne King are going at it. Grub left. But it will be Crispy as the winner here at the sprint race here at Monza as he spins into the wall. A line. Oh my god, big crash. Big crash. Big crash. Ron Har gonna come across. Oh, hits a wing. Nearly a crash. Alright, invite him. Invite that top 3, please. So, Crispy, Align, and Ron Har. As Ferrari has now bumped Crispy after the finish. Alright, include your audio, Crispy.
What's up?
Alright, guys, include your audio real quick.
Yep.
Alright, so, Crispy, what a race, I must say.
Yeah, I was sweating the gap until Alan got a penalty. Was that like just staying at like 3.5, 3.6, and it was up to 4 seconds?
Right. We were keeping an eye on that for once you got it, because that was one of the big gaps that we had, and then he got the penalty. I'm like, unless he can pull a miracle and get past, it's gonna be over.
Yeah, once he got the penalty, I was able to chill, you know.
Yep. No.
Good on you. You definitely forced him to push and forced him to get a penalty. That's
Yep.
very good.
Well, Ronhar, this is the man I wanted to talk to, as he just gets driver of the day, so congratulations on that.
Cheers.
So, well, we're gonna go back to the feature for a second, because we never saw what happened, but all of a sudden we just see that you were tired. Can you tell us what happened there?
All I said,
That-
I lost it on the exit. But ART, how is he called? I
Andre
bought it. I
Pablo?
bought it in the chat. I don't know the name anymore.
Might have been Pablo, I thought.
Yeah, it might be him. He took out Ben, and then when his third safety car came out, he decided to go 5 kilometers an hour through almost a 200 km/h corner, and it gave me damage. And then I just understood in the graphite and just pumped in the tires. Basically, what happened.
I have to say, we were talking about this during the formation lap. We're like, this needs to be the race where Ronhard rebounds, gets onto the podium, and look what you do. You get into P3,
Yeah.
get a podium, and extend your championship lead, which I think now you could be able to win it at Sochi next week.
I could have won it this week, but I ruined it in the first lap.
Yeah, you need to get a clean sweep.
Not really.
That's what I thought, but I may be wrong.
I think I had a 72-point lead in the beginning, and now it should be a bit more, not by much. Yeah, you can already tell I'm a champion now. So
But great race here for Monza. Very exciting. Maybe race of the year, but
oh yeah, I'm racing
back
in 30
here.
minutes. Again.
yeah, we got RWE F1 here at I believe 3:15 Chaos Eastern.
Yeah, 3:15 to 3:20. We'll start.
So we got that coming up. So thank you all for watching. We'll be back here next week for Sochi for F2. Hopefully it's this good, if